In this video, I'm going to be redesigning my 27.8 square meter minimalist micro apartment, which I've already filled with a ton of space-saving renter-friendly hacks. But given that I own it, the question that I've always had is there another way to make it even more efficient? And now that we're a family of 3, is it possible for all 3 of us to live in such a tiny space?
We moved out of our flat some time ago to live at our family home with my mum, but since being here, my wife and I have always wondered if this flat would ever actually work out for us now that we're both parents. Despite it technically being classed as a studio plus by our estate agent, the current layout of the flat is split into 4 rooms. A pretty generous bathroom with a full tub opposite the entryway, a kitchen with a window and door in the far corner, as well as a southwest facing living area right next to it, with the adjoining bedroom being accessed in the other corner via an archway, which totals to a compact 27.8 square meters of floor plan for me to work with. To make this place work for us, we originally equipped the space with a storage bed made from 2 IKEA marm dressers and a simple 2x4 timber frame, which we then paired with a living room layout that uses the window's white roller blind as a backdrop for a projector, and then the IKEA storage sofa is also used as dining seating by pairing it with a transforming coffee to dining table that we purchased from made.com. This furniture layout really helped with the efficiency of the space, but the original kitchen is fitted with an incredibly inefficient L-shaped layout, and the bathroom is also unusually large, neither of which really make the most sense in a flat of this size. To start redesigning this space, I removed all of the walls and fixtures in the existing model that I made previously, and I took note of where the supply and waste water pipes are, as well as the air ducts for the kitchen and the bathroom extracts. Kitchens are often the space with the most constraints, so I started by trying to fit everything I needed against the far wall and reclaimed some of the mostly wasted circulation space that was at the foot of the bed in the existing layout by moving the wall. 3 600mm wide units and 2 400mm wide units provided enough room to route the water supply and waste in a boxed out section of wall underneath the window, and right here I can also plumb the wet utilities such as the kitchen sink with bins underneath it, as well as a 450mm wide Slimline dishwasher alongside it. With the wet appliances taken care of, it made sense to include a 400mm wide cabinet which can house cutlery and utensils in the shallow drawers and larger items such as a blender or an air fryer in the deep drawer at the bottom. These cabinets leave enough space for a full-sized 600mm wide integrated oven with a useful pan drawer below it, as well as a full-height 600mm wide integrated fridge freezer, which keeps the entire run of IKEA kitchen cabinetry incredibly clean. Above the oven, a 2-burner induction hob instead of 4 provides some breathing room from the side of the fridge freezer, and above this the wall cabinet can house an integrated extractor to maintain a minimal aesthetic that will serve as a backdrop to the main living area. The extract ductwork can then be fed directly to the existing ventilation hole in the side of the building through the additional wall cabinets in the run, to more effectively extract cooking smells and vapour when compared to a recirculating extract fan, and the remaining cabinets can house an integrated microwave, cupboard storage and a drainage rack, which also doubles as storage for frequently hand-washed items. Finally, as overlapping functionality is what makes small spaces work, instead of a kitchen island, a small extendable dining table from IKEA can be placed opposite the kitchen to serve as a kitchen prep area, but also as the home's main dining area and table for work and activities. This kitchen layout provides enough room for a stud wall and a double bed along the remaining length of the wall. However, to utilise the space below the bed, raising it on a platform creates a whole new usable space underneath it, which isn't tall enough for an adult, but perfect for closet storage or even as a bedroom or play area for small children. This den could then be sectioned off using a track curtain or even cabinet doors, and the double bed above it could be accessed by an alternating tread staircase made up from movable DIY plywood boxes with drawers for storing clothing and other items too. To minimize wasted circulation space as much as possible, an ensuite shower room with a pocket sliding door can be placed off the bedroom, which provides enough space for a generous vanity unit and toilet, and with the remaining space that's facing the living area, it allows me to fit in a built-in closet for clothing and folding chairs and a full-sized washing machine and tumble dryer due to its proximity to the water supply and waste in the shower room. This closet could also easily house a compact workspace or even larger items such as a bike, and as the bathroom is no longer accessed off the entryway, the water heater cupboard can be enlarged so that this becomes a much more usable storage space for coats and things like a vacuum cleaner and a mop. By making the fixed spaces of the bathroom and kitchen much more efficient, it provides enough space for a much larger living area, but placing a TV along the only remaining unoccupied wall forces the sofa to sit really awkwardly in the middle of this space. So by placing the sofa against the wall and by using a wall-mounted projector, it ensures that the main space can remain open for play or dinner guests, and then by ceiling mounting a hidden projector screen in the middle of the space, it means that a cinema experience can be deployed whenever it's needed, and streaming devices like the Amazon Fire Stick make setups like this almost identical to a TV interface. However, there's even more functionality that we can cram into the space by adding in a wall bed that's hidden inside cabinetry behind the sofa, which can then fold down over the sofa and essentially turn the living space into another double bedroom when it's needed. And by hiding a track curtain next to the existing bulkhead for the bathroom extract, it allows it to be tucked into a small cabinet and pulled out when needed, providing an additional guest room or simply flexibility for the other bedroom to be dedicated as a separate children's room or even as an office space. After running the model through my usual V-Ray and Photoshop process, this left me with images that illustrate just how much more spacious and usable this apartment now is. By removing the wall between the kitchen and the living area, it allows the light from the two windows to be dispersed across the entire space, which makes it feel far brighter and more spacious too, with warmth being added through pale timber veneered kitchen cabinetry and plywood sliding doors. Whereas the previous layout was limited by an awkwardly large separate kitchen and bathroom, this space now has more utility by providing two sleeping areas, a larger living area, a proper dining table, and the luxuries of a dishwasher and a full-size tumble dryer. And through the addition of a pocket sliding door to the bedroom, it also helps in eliminating unwanted noise from the bathroom from entering into the living area, something that the previous layout actually suffered from quite badly.
I suppose the real question is, will we go ahead and build this project? We really considered doing this for some time, as building your own designs is a great way to add to your personal portfolio as an architect, even if it's just small fit outs like this one. However, although we could probably comfortably live here, it simply wouldn't really be big enough to run this YouTube channel whilst raising our daughter. And it's really hard to justify the time and cost involved in taking on a project like this one, especially with complications such as hazy fire regulations for apartment renovations and hidden costs such as consent that's needed from the freeholder. So it is completely possible to not see a return on your investment when it comes to selling a completed project like this one, which is a convenient detail that's often ignored in the kind of renovation projects that you often see on TV and on YouTube. If you're interested at taking a detailed look at my process for designs like these, you can find bonus content over on Nebula, which you can access for free through a super affordable subscription to CuriosityStream, who are kindly sponsoring this video.
Just so you know, Nebula isn't a competitor to YouTube, but an ad and algorithm-free video platform, so it allows creators like myself to post more in-depth content without worrying about view durations or analytics, and it allows you guys to watch bonus content from the creators you follow that's ad-free, so the version of this video on Nebula actually has this section removed entirely. Through an affordable subscription to CuriosityStream, it bundles in a Nebula subscription for free, so you also get access to the world's leading documentary streaming platform that has thousands of titles across almost every topic you can think of, with shows like Bright Now, who actually covered Graham Hill's Maui tiny home, who you may recognise from YouTube, and Matt Diavella's documentary on minimalism.
You can get 26% off this Nebula and CuriosityStream bundle by clicking the link down in the description, which works out to be just $1.26 a month, which is kind of crazy. And when you sign up and watch my content over there, it really helps to support me too. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll look forward to seeing you all in the next one.